Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsey Graham is sending out a warning in regards to indicting Donald Trump. So, what is his warning? Well, he is saying that if Donald Trump is indicted, the U.S. will be looking at riots in the streets. And what I have to say about that to my brothers and sisters, stay out of it. Not our fight. If these folks, just like they ran up there and did the insurrection, they can do this all by themselves too. That's the way I see it. So I'm going to go ahead and play the audio to this story.
Senator Lindsey Graham warns of riots in the streets if Trump is indicted. Senator Lindsey Graham, Republican, South Carolina, warned there will be riots in the streets if former President Trump is indicted. If they tried to prosecute President Trump, there literally will be riots in the street, Graham said on Fox News. I worry about the country. Despite mounting evidence against Trump, the senior GOP lawmaker said it's an article of faith with most Republicans that liberal prosecutors are out to get the former president. Most Republicans, including me, believe when it comes to Trump, there is no law, Graham said. It's all about getting him. Graham, like many GOP leaders, briefly broke with Trump after the January 6 storming of the Capitol. The sometimes golf buddy of Trump even said he was done with the twice impeached president. But within weeks, Graham was making excuses for Trump's misdeeds and effectively returned to his mega camp. Graham is now fighting a subpoena to testify before a Georgia grand jury about Trump's effort to bully state officials into overturning his 2020 loss to President Biden in the Peach State. Graham has continued to fiercely defend Trump even after prosecutors found boxes of top-secret documents stashed at his Mar-a-Lago resort. The FBI is probing Trump for improperly taking the documents when he left office and failing to return them even when given a subpoena. Like some Republicans, Graham resorted to rehashing the Hillary Clinton email saga as a reason why Trump should be let off the hook for alleged violations of the Espionage Act and obstructing justice. Hillary Clinton set up a server in her basement, he said, without noting that the FBI also probed the former Secretary of State and declined to prosecute her.
With no fees or minimums and no.
Let's be real. When it comes down to certain people, especially Donald Trump with privileges and everything, they know that a lot of these people break the law, but it's just like I told you before, they will pencil in and pencil out the law when it's convenient. See, if it's a really heinous kind of crime and it's somebody they favor, they won't go after them. But if it's some little petty thing that has much to do about nothing, has no impact on public safety, they want to throw the book at that, especially if it's one of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I still say they're just kicking up a bunch of dust. The whole time Donald Trump was in office, I remember the articles of impeachment, and it just doesn't amount to nothing. And I don't have no reason to believe that it's going to amount to anything now. I do believe if they do pursue it, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised. It'll definitely be a first that someone has gone after Donald Trump in a hard way. I I'm just telling you, these folks don't like punishing each other. And no matter what Trump does, they don't want to punish him. And I think the big indicator is they didn't do nothing about Trump for January 6th. And just looking at that, I don't believe they're going to do anything about Trump over those documents that were found at Mar-a-Lago. I'm serious. They would have had a good reason to go after Trump for January 6th. And it seems like they have gone after everybody but Donald Trump. So if you're going to let him get away with that, why should I believe you're going to put your foot down over those documents? And my question to the FBI and staff and even the DOJ, why did you let Donald Trump leave with those documents in the first place? You knew those documents were missing before he even left the White House. Why didn't you make an effort to go to Donald Trump, go through his things while he still had those documents up at the White House and retrieve it then? I'm just saying, it seems to me there was ample opportunity to get those documents before he physically left as president. But, you know, when do these folks ever follow rules? But they want to talk to everybody, especially us, about the rules. That's why I don't listen to them. I don't listen to them about no rules because since I've been alive, I have yet to see them follow a rule. Yeah, they'll talk about a rule as long as the conversation is with us. But when it comes down to really enforcing policies and laws, they don't do it. I've seen this so many times. I've even seen this on jobs. They'll have written policy on a job, but if somebody they favor violate the policy, they won't enforce it. I've seen it on jobs. So it is laughable to even think that this is going to be a thing. I just don't, I would have to see it to believe it. I'm serious. When it comes down to Donald Trump, I would have to see it to believe it. They have let this, look, y'all, Donald Trump has gotten away with a multitude of things over the years. And I just don't see them doing the right thing now. I've heard this even during the impeachment. They act like they were going to do so much to Donald Trump. They were going to do so much to him, and they didn't do nothing to Donald Trump. They didn't do anything. And look, how long have they been after his income tax returns? Okay, and they let Donald Trump slip under the radar and become president without showing his tax. That's why I said they just let the man get away with everything. So, but on this thing with the classified documents, I'm going to sit and believe they'll do something now. Like I said, I have to see it to believe it. That's the only way I would believe it. But y'all, please tell me what you think about what Lindsey Graham is saying, that if Donald Trump is indicted, there will be riots in the streets. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.